I just wanted to say good morning and welcome. I'm Kathy Sabin. I work at 9 News. I'm the chief meteorologist there. And you, of course, are here on behalf of CASA. And this is the CASA of Adams County and Broomfield County, and it's the Kaleidoscope of Hope event. I am here for the child. I am here today for the child who's been abused, who doesn't want to go home, the child who no longer believes in herself or himself. I am for the child who has been neglected, who doesn't know where her next meal is coming from. The child who must be the parents to siblings at an age when they should be having fun and being a kid. I am here today for the child who was taken away for her own protection. The child who's now in foster care, who doesn't know who these people are or how long they'll be there. I'm for the child who's lived in this foster home a single year, who's attended 6 schools in 4 years and sits in the back of another classroom surrounded by strangers. I am here today for the child who one day will turn 18 and will be surrendered to the world. And thank God all of you guys are here with me today, because I know that you are all here for the children too. So thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for all of you for being here. And as you know, this program and this mission would not be put forward without all of the work that the volunteers do and all of the work that the staff does. The late nights, the meetings, the early mornings, the phone calls. But who really makes this happen is you, as you all know. You're the folks that without you, we have no legs to stand on. Without you, the abused and neglected kids in Adams County and Broomfield County don't have the support that they need. I'm proud to say that we are well on our way to our 2020 mission of serving every child in Adams and Broomfield counties, but we have a long way to go.
1,300, that number just kind of gives you goosebumps. Abused and neglected kids. Now, for many abused children, court-appointed special advocates, or CASA, allows them to have a voice. Well, CASA trains and supervises community volunteers to represent the best interests of our most vulnerable citizens, the child victims of physical, sexual, emotional abuse and neglect. Volunteer CASA advocates are appointed by judges to be a voice for these children in court, and the desired result is that these children are placed into safe, loving homes where they can thrive. For volunteer advocates, CASA is a life-changing experience that makes our community a better place. Our kids have continued to inspire the work that many of you do each day. Now, it is through their inspiration that CASA envisions serving 100% of the children in need across Adams and Broomfield counties by the year 2020.
Can I state the obvious? What happens to some of these children that you were talking about today is just plain wrong, isn't it? It's just plain wrong. Makes you mad, doesn't it? Yeah, me too. But I have a theory about this. We do not fix things by matching anger with anger. We do not fix things by matching might with might. We fix things by altering the energy of the attitude, by changing the environment of the child and of our community, by having events like this, by showing the world that we are not going to give up because we believe we can make a difference. You don't think that I bought into this a long time ago? My family expression was, there's no such word as can't. My dad didn't beat up the principal. My dad did exactly what we're doing here this morning. My dad sat down with him and said, how can we work together to make this better for my child, better for our home, better for his future?
It's all about the kids. Thank you so much for being here.
So again, we are here on behalf of the CASA of Adams and Broomfield counties. It's the Kaleidoscope of Hope event, as we mentioned, and it's really my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today, because we're really inspired by CASA's crystal clear vision to help all children in need by the year 2020. So we at CASA are proud to bring hope and inspiration to the abused and neglected children in our own communities. The statistics and numbers are staggering, but CASA is making an impact. Publicly and privately funded studies have demonstrated the difference that having a CASA volunteer makes in the life of an abused or neglected child. Last fiscal year, CASA of Adams and Broomfield counties served over 500 children, 533 children to be exact. They trained 83 volunteers, and we're hoping to add to that number today. They have served 279 families. Volunteers, this is amazing, volunteers donated 25,500 541 hours of their time to make this happen. So we salute the volunteers, absolutely. 95% of school-aged children advance a grade level if they're involved in this program. 90% of youth in foster care earned a high school diploma or GED. 100% of youth that aged out of the foster care system were left with lifelong connections or a permanent home. So we have the numbers and the statistics to back this up. It's working. It's small, it's in some ways grassroots, but it's growing, it's moving like that kaleidoscope, and all the little pieces inside moving and changing make that picture just grow and become infinite. This is the impact that you all are having and CASA is having, and we are grateful to so many of you for supporting us as we inspire these kids.
Today is about the kids, and it's about what is lurking inside each and every one of them, isn't it? It's in there. All we got to do is believe. And maybe by one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time, over and 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 over again.
Thank you all for being here today. We appreciate that you are pledging to make a difference in the lives of the abused and neglected children in our community.